What's up, fellow nerds? We got episode 3 in our little series on clean and press for this copy of Avengers 140, which is a double cover example. So this has just come out of the press. It still has the pressing buffer in it. I think it's come out reasonably well. You see that there's some hard creases, defects that have not come out, but for the most part looks pretty good. We've corrected the spine roll. There's also some deep scratches right there that I think we could work with our sealing iron, our tack iron. The back actually looks pretty darn good. So we're going to take these buffer sheets out and look and see what are the next steps for this book. So as you recall, I had 65-pound cardstock between the two covers. I had a piece of copy paper between the inner cover and the first leaf. I'll take those out. And then we had our centerfold backer board. I'm going to leave that in for the moment. Well, we can take it out. We can always put it back in pretty easily. All right, so how's our spine roll? Looks like it's not fully corrected. This really should be sitting like here instead of there. So we can do a little more work on that. Nope, not a problem. Those two covers are lined up. We have just a little bit, but it's a very consistent, like 1/16 of an inch all the way down that. So I actually like that. In terms of tack iron work that we could do, as I mentioned, there's a deep sort of divot here. I think we could do a little bit of work on this crease here just to get the paper to set a little flatter. It's obviously color breaking. There's not much we can do about that, but we can get this paper to sit a little flatter, okay? I'm gonna look though now at the inner cover and do a more thorough inspection of the inner cover. I mentioned before that there wasn't a lot of cleaning to be done, but I think we could clean the inner cover here a little bit with just our standard dry cleaning techniques. As I inspect this cover, that one deep divot does go through onto this cover. I think we should work that with the tack iron. And on this edge, I think we have some paper folds that could be improved a little bit with tack iron as well. So we're going to do that work today. We're going to put a little bit more into this. And on this side, as we noted before, we have some staining. So we can use some wet cleaning techniques on these stains. This stain is present here and here, and this is here and here. So we could use some wet cleaning techniques on those stains, which I think we should do. I don't think there's any specific tack work to be done back here, tack iron or hand tooling work to be done back here. I think our press will, we're going to repress this after we hand tool everything else. It'll take out any tiny imperfections that are left. So this wet work is for later. So we're going to work on the front cover today in this episode, and we're going to use the tack iron to work specifically here and here a little bit here, and then a little bit here, and in that same spot here, okay? So I'm going to warm my tack iron up, and we will show you that work once my tack iron's warm.